There's no football in their brains. It's business, business, business. So in their brains is, why should we invest if there is no evidence that says that lack of investment doesn't hurt profits? Arsenal Football Club. Currently ninth. Currently ninth. This is a fall. This is quite a fall. And you see, for me, it's like, I know we like to clown guys and so forth. It's like, as the saying goes, don't beat a dog when it's down. You see, we loved AFTV because we were like, oh my gosh, look at what Arsenal were. So it was shocking to see them take all these L's, and we laughed at the character and so forth, to them reacting to us and taking these shocking L's, because we thought, no, this year must be this amazing team. But now though, like even with them losing to Villarreal and so forth, I'm like, that's not shocking anymore. It's not really surprising. And that just shows you how far they have fallen. That shows you how far they have now fallen, to the fact of where, no, it's actually not that shocking what is happening to them at all. It's not. So you say that how did we get here with Arsenal? Because that's the thing. Is this like a diagnosis? How did we get here, and is there any hope of moving forward? You see, here's the thing. I said this initially. I always questioned the hiring of Mikel Arteta, because I always said that for what Arsenal need, they need an experienced hand. They need someone experienced here at the ship to take them forward. And I felt that it was still quite a risk to take somebody who, okay, all they had was they worked as an assistant to Pep Guardiola, an amazing man. Okay, let me not get it twisted. Pep Guardiola is an amazing coach. But that doesn't equate to you being able to handle a top tier job, specifically one as complex as Arsenal, which they need a lot of work. He's won an FA Cup, he's won a Charity Shield, but they're ninth. And it's yet another season of them not being in the Champions League. And my thing is, for a club that is as widely supported as Arsenal, that has such a global base, it's unacceptable. Arteta has to be sacked. But here's the thing though, if he does get sacked and you're hiring in and bringing a new manager, he has to be backed. So this goes back to the Crown case, because I've said this before and so forth. It's like, stop trying to hope for what should be. Accept what is. Accept what is, then we can then move forth. What is money is the name of the game, spending is the name of the game, and you need to get the best players. You need to get the best manager and the best players. Even more so now. Those two things are very important. Who is the best manager? Who is an amazing tactician? Get that man and give him the best possible players. Like now, Nagelsmann is hot property because he's showing how good of a manager he is. So if you get a Nagelsmann, it doesn't end there. Now give him the best possible players, so give him the best possible chance to succeed. So for Arsenal, this is why it's worrying. We've talked about the league, which is the best league, which is not the best league, and we don't really know. But once we are able to accept that the Premier League is the most, has generally been the most competitive, and it's difficult. It still means, okay, you see, a team got 100 points, 98 points, and 99 points. That still happened, but still, it is difficult. But not only that, a lot of the teams are getting better. Look at how Everton have done this season. Look at how well West Ham have done. Leicester City seems to be legit. You give Leicester City 2, 3 more players. Those guys have now turned the whole top 4 clubs on their head. So all the teams around Arsenal that they used to just assume they could get better, they are now improving. So it's going to be even much harder for you to make an argument that Arsenal should get into top 4. But I do believe with a better, more experienced manager, Arsenal aren't 9th. Because Bukayo Saka, I think, is a quality player. Aubameyang is still an excellent finisher, and you do have, whether you bring in, you have Pepe, you have Lacazette, you have Denis Sebas, you have guys, you have guys. Luis can be good if he's coached well, he's managed well in the right system. Luis can be good. So this team shouldn't be 9th. Should they be top 4? I don't know. That's a stretch, but they shouldn't be 9th. So this now relates to the structure, the power structure and the ownership of this team. Because the danger here is with the Kroenkes is for the Kroenkes, do they care that Arsenal are 9th? I don't think they give a damn. All they care about is this team making money. So what they would care about is just stay in the Premier League. Maintain yourself, stay in the Premier League, continue to make money, because for them, they know that, oh no, guys will just keep on going because it's Arsenal. It's their drug, it's a team, they'll keep on going because they have the mindset of the American system. And the American system is fans don't care whether the Knicks or the Hornets are last or thing and so forth. They'll just, because that's their thing. Their thing is, hey, it's Knicks, it's a thing that I do, it's my thing, it's something that has been part of my life, so I'm always going to support. Win or lose. Win, lose or draw. Win or lose, I will always go. Okay? I will always go. So, I'm fearful. I am fearful from Arsenal because what needs to happen is something radical. New manager and heavy, smart, but heavy, smart investments. A quality central midfielder, perhaps an attacking, creative midfielder as well. A stronger defense, strong results to defense. Maybe somebody that's a better right back in both ways. So there needs to be a complete revamp of the team, and there needs to be heavy investments because it is unacceptable for Arsenal to be below Leicester City, West Ham, and battling with Leeds, who just got promoted. Just think about that. They are battling with Leeds United, who just got promoted. It's embarrassing. Let's keep it. If you're an Arsenal fan, you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. Wenger I appreciate what Wenger tried to do, but he had to accept that you've got to spend cash. I admire what he does, like, man, I admire what you're doing. Wow, like you're keeping it real, you're trying to keep this whole team, you're not trying to break the bank, you're keeping guys in profits, but boom. And they loved him for it. See, the owners loved Wenger for it, that he didn't spend and he was maintaining competitive and he was still trying to get top 4. But for Arsenal, you've got to want more. This is the team of the Invincibles, the team that have won the double, have won numerous league titles and so forth. And this is the team that produced the greatest ever player that the Premier League has ever seen, and one of the best players in his position. Forget about the Premier League. Henry is one of the best players in his position. This is a team that I believe is that's produced also one of the most technically gifted players ever in Dennis Bergkamp. I think Patrick Vieira is one of the best all-round central midfielders I've ever seen. So these guys have produced guys. Van Persie was an extremely quality striker. Fabregas, peak Fabregas was insane. So Once you have reached, and here's the thing that this is what guys have to understand, that once you reach those standards and you created a team that was that good, it is very difficult to accept the drop down, which is why it was so hard for Milan, and it was so hard for me to even watch AC Milan, because AC Milan were like, man, this is the guys of George Weah, of Baresi, of Maldini, of Costa Corta, of Seedorf, and then from that to Abate. So for us, and my thing is, it's how do the Kroenkes view this? Because my thing, and the Kroenkes view this as a business. For them, this is. You have to try and enter the Kroenkes mindset. They're businessmen. At the forefront is business. It's not football or how well or whether you win trophies. No, it's a business. They have no close ties to Arsenal. They have no real desire for Arsenal to win and to do well and to win trophies. No, that's a bonus. It's not a necessity. Winning trophies and doing well is a bonus. The necessity is, are we making money? Are we in the green? And because supporting a club is a drug, it's a way of life, they're good. Hence why they're like, as long as you could just keep these guys competitive, all they want is keep them. Anything else is extra. Oh, if you can win trophies, oh great. Just keep this team competitive. So keep the fans coming back. And just give the fans hope that they could win a trophy and fine, but you keep them competitive, meaning that you don't have to break the bank. It's good. But what Arsenal should want and demand is, no, break the bank. Go into the red. Take a risk. Get those top tier players, because you should then, if you handle your finances right and so forth, you should now make it up in the years. But no, fork out that 70, 80 mil for those players. Put out 200 mil spending for 4 or 5 players. And then, because see, the difference between the Kroenkes and Abramovich is a football fan. The Man City owners, they're football fans. So because they're football fans, it's a balance. Yes, they want their club to be profitable and in the green, but they also want to win because they're football fans. And because they're football fans and this is their club and so forth. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman. I want them to make money. What do you need? This player, that player, boom, you've got it, because I want to see my team win. And that makes me happy. Because for these guys, oh yes, making money, yeah, it makes me happy. But what also makes me happy is my team that I own, that I've invested in, they're winning. They're winning. So Abramovich, 100%, he wants to win. Yeah, he wants to make money and so forth. He wants to win. The Kroenkes, they don't have a desire to win. They don't really want, they'd like to win, that'd be cool, but they don't want to win. And that is the danger that Arsenal are in. You know, that these guys are like, no. So they'll say all the words of like, yeah, business model and so forth, we're good. We want Arsenal to be competitive. It's just jargon. It's just jargon just to keep guys at peace. These guys are 100% business. You see, the City owners and Abramovich is 50-50. Probably 60-40 and 60 in the sense of we want to win. So 40% I want to make money, 60% I want to win. So it's probably 60-40. But for the Kroenkes, it's like 90-10. I think it's like 90% want to make money, 10%, oh yeah, let's get a few dubs, so forth. We're cool, we'll be all right. But Arsenal Football Club, I am worried for you guys. I'm worried because the Premier League is going to get tougher. It's going to get tougher. Remember, this is a Premier League where guys get a lot of money. It's only going to get harder and tougher. And Arsenal no longer can lean on where Arsenal Football Club, because the Danes right now that people don't fear Arsenal now. So whether it's a West Ham, a Palace, a Burnley, and so forth, they're like, oh, Arsenal, home and away, we're looking to beat these guys. We have no fear. We are looking and expecting to. So they almost view, they view us on our level now. That fear factor is gone. Like I remember once the Invincibles took the pitch, guys are like, Henry, Beckham, Perez, oh my God, Overmars. I mean, you were like, you were fearful of these guys, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole. You were fearful of these guys, But Now, that fear is gone. That fear is gone. It doesn't exist anymore now. So, yeah, Arsenal fans, you have to, because that's why the title of this video is that you are in danger of being certified a mid-table club, which is unacceptable for a club of your size and history. To be certified as a mid-table club, that is you can't accept that. Under no sectors can you accept that. You know, that is beyond embarrassing. That is beyond disgraceful. You know, and which is why that loss to Villarreal, because I thought that you put them in a final, anything can happen. Anything can happen in a final. And if you win that, boom, somehow, some way, you've saved the season. The moment they went against Villarreal, there's like, all right, okay, no more jokes. Let's now get serious right now. Ninth. Which could be 10th. That could be 10th. You know? And to go from 9th or 10th to 4th and 3rd in the Premier League, you need something dramatic to change. You need something dramatic to change, because look at that game against Villarreal. Did they have a shot on target? Because looking like 60 minutes, 70 minutes, I don't think they had a shot on target. So something dramatic is going to be needed for them to really be able to say, what's up, man? But yeah, it just goes to those owners, man. Thank gosh Abramovich is my guy. Thank gosh my owner is Roman. Thank gosh he's Roman, because for Arsenal fans, man, the guys that have the funds and access to the funds and so forth, they just want you to buy the jersey, keep on buying the tickets, and they're good. And they're good because, boom, Arsenal are one of the most supported clubs in the world. And I believe they still have one of the highest season ticket prices in the world. So these guys are like, this is a freaking gold mine. Because the Chronicles are like, this is one of the biggest sports in the world. We have one of the most beloved sports in the world that have one of the highest ticket prices in the world. And win, lose, or draw, they always come back. Oh, they will moan, they will shout, but they will always come back. Oh my gosh. This is a freaking gold mine. It's a freaking gold. So why do we need to invest in players? Just keep them competitive. Well, good. They'll always come back. Yes, they will be angry whenever they lose. They'll be angry. They'll be pissed off. This is their draw. This is their way of life. They'll always come back. They'll protest. They'll shout. They will always come back. When that new jersey comes, they're going to buy it because they're addicted. It's their addiction, and they know this. So they're like, why are we? Because remember, let's think about it. There's no football in their brains. It's business. So in their brains is, why should we invest if there is no evidence that says that lack of investment doesn't hurt profits? Think about it. In their brains, lack of investment doesn't do anything against profits, because even if this team finished 7th or 8th, people will still come because this is their way of life. 8th, 9th, 10th, this is an Arsenal Football Club that people have been supporting most of their lives. They will come here, win, lose, or draw. That's what they're banking on. Unless people go away, people stay away, they don't buy the jersey, they don't even go to the games, and they say no. Until you properly invest in this club and it gets us players and you invest in quality players, a quality manager, and you fully back a manager with the correct personnel, we ain't buying the jersey, we ain't going to the games, we're not even watching this freaking team. How many Arsenal fans would be able to truly do that for a sustained period of time? Like the video, subscribe. One love.